Hi everybody, welcome to the dungeon. My name is Robin and today is Lampworking 101.67. Today we're going to do the Spiral Galaxy Vortex Pendant and I am really excited about this. It took me about 6 times to kind of figure it out. The most important thing is where the back is. I have it right here, here it is. I love the way it looks, but if you want this to be right in the center, you want to make sure that the area where it bulges out in the back is right in the center or a little below. I just love this. It's like having a little piece of space, in the palm of your hand. All right. And on that note, I hope you guys are all doing safe and well. Have a wonderful, happy Halloween. And I will see you next time in the dungeon. The color I'm going to be using today is a Skyron from Double Helix, and I am making a colloidal cane out of it. So the Skyron is in the center. However, you can also use a gold ruby or clear, and hopefully you'll still get that really beautiful blue hue. Okay, we're going to start this pendant out by taking a lot of time to build up the amount of clear that we need. And I am using a slightly larger rod. It's more of a 9 or 10 millimeter rod. And I start by just heating up the end of it, and then I will slowly start to heat underneath the gather that I'm getting. And the ball will get bigger and bigger. It did take quite a few minutes to get to the size that I was looking for. And of course, you can make this any size that you would like. Anyway, so what I want to do next is to shape the gather up to where it has a pointed end. And I'm using my 1-inch marble mold for that. And I want to point it up even more, so I'm just going to heat the bottom half and then roll it out a little bit. And as I roll it out, I'm gently tugging on it and lifting up my cane end to point up the tip even further. I will heat it up and use a graphite paddle. The important thing is that everything is nice and straight. The point is straight on the end. So then I'm going to go ahead and use my colloidal cane and add a stripe to one side and then the opposite side. I thought I would build it up a little bit more, so I added another just bit of the cane on top of itself on both sides. It's really important that you figure out where the very end is, because you want the very end to be nice and even with the focal points of this pendant. Okay, so I am just heating everything up and I'm getting ready to just punty it up a little tiny bit. I want to spiral this. So what I'm doing is I'm just heating the largest part, the top part of the pendant. And either way, as I heat the top up, the bottom will also start to heat up. I don't want that very tip of it to get too hot, then you'll have too much of a spiral on the inside. You want a nice, big, lazy spiral. So keep your heat in the big part of the glass unless you have to, just gently heat the bottom. And I just take it out of the flame and just turn a little bit more. And then at this point, I want to take the punty off and then pull just a little stringer off the very tip of this part. If you don't do that, you'll have kind of a large bit of color down there, so just pull out a teeny bit. It doesn't take much. And at this point, what I want to do now is I'm slightly holding it up in the flame so the glass heats towards me. And I'm just trying to round things out, shorten it up a little bit, but still maintain that point at the very end. I tried to kind of give it a reduction there, but I don't think it worked. Okay, so moving on, we want to start adding our black background. And I add a wrap around the clear part first. And I don't go up too high, okay? I want it to be a little on the lower side, and then I will just add the black from the tip right to that first wrap that I added. I added it in a crossways, and then those areas that have little open spots, I just add a whole bunch of dots to it just to make sure everything is totally covered in the black while still maintaining that point at the end. You don't ever really want to lose that point. And it's not a point like a sharp point, it's the tip or the end of it is goes right through the whole rod. You want that at the very end. I can't stress how important that is. Okay, so now I have rolled it out, used the marble mold to shape it up a little bit, and now I'm going to put a small punty of black, because it's a base of black, on the end. Make sure everything is nice and cool when you add the punty. Don't get it too hot. And once you have that punty secure on the bottom, then you can start heating that top part of glass. And what I'm doing is I'm heating up the rod. I'm not heating up the glass that is in the pendant section yet. I'm just getting a whole bunch of extra clear, because what I want to do is, this extra clear is really important. What I want to do is heat this clear up and start to kind of hold it up in the flame so it all comes towards the bottom part. And you will notice that the clear will start to incorporate itself into the rest of the pendant, and it will allow that black area around everything to widen and widen and widen. That's why you don't want too much black on the base, because you need a whole bunch of clear to really make this whole illusion work. And here you can see I'm using both my hands because I'm trying to get everything nice and straight and even. That's important. And now I'm holding it up, letting everything settle down, but you notice the back side still has that kind of a curve to it. That's important, because now you can see right in the center. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. You see right in the center to where the middle of it is. Because when you add this bead, which I just brought out of the annealer, I dip the end in water so it is cool when I touch it. That is so important. And I'm just going to look and see where I want to place the bead. And of course, you can add your own loop if you would like. And then once you're done here, I'm just going to score it with my butter knife and gently tap it off. I do have a little tiny bit left over that I am just going to melt down into everything. Don't melt it too much though. And here at the end, I usually have a little bit of an issue with it moving around on the bead. So I just use, my mini mashers to gently push it into place. Right there. Don't press the bottom end. Just tweak the sides if you need to. And that is our beautiful Vortex pendant. I hope you guys enjoy this one. It's so beautiful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.